Protein is the most important. In this video, we'll tell you how to incorporate protein into this lifestyle. We will tell you how to calculate the amount of protein, at least in the beginning, because later you don't have to count it anymore. Welcome to the Rodzeń Brothers weight loss method. Protein is important. Protein is important because protein is a building block. Protein breaks down into the building blocks that build the body. It builds the body and provides building blocks for hormones and other important molecules. There is no healthy life without it. Enzymes are protein. Hormones are protein. Bones are made of protein. We cannot function without proteins. Remember to consider certain things in some context. Always, unfortunately, we live in a high-carb, low-protein world. That is why so many elderly people suffer from muscular atrophy. That's why so many people break their femoral necks when they fall and die sooner. We could avoid all of this or reduce the risk with the right amount of protein. In the following sections, we will also talk about building muscle mass. Yes, nothing stands in the way of building muscle mass even at the age of 90. We live in a world where there is still a myth that is not supported by smart research, that an increased amount of protein can damage something in the body. In a healthy person, it is acceptable to provide up to 4.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. There are studies that it does not cause kidney damage. Let's explain it. The world we live in must be analyzed and challenged if we want to live a long and beautiful life. We are scared of protein, and we are fascinated by this protein. Our weight loss method is based on limiting carbohydrates and providing the right amount of protein. I'm fascinated by it too. What to look for? We already know why protein is important. How much protein do you need to eat? Specifically, how much? 1.2 grams to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Target body weight if you are overweight, or your current weight if you are at your optimal weight like us. I weigh 74 or 75 kilos. Have you gained weight? Muscle mass. You count, for example, 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight. Because you are not doing resistance training yet and you are only going to increase your activity when you lose some weight. Suppose you want to weigh 60 kilograms. We take a calculator and we multiply 1.6 by 60. That's 96 grams of protein a day. Every day. That doesn't mean you have to walk around with a calculator and count everything. Take it as a science. It helped me because I needed to know how much protein is in each product, but only at the beginning. Now I know and feel how much protein I provide to the body. My life is surrounded by protein. You said it wonderfully. I feel how much protein I deliver to the body. Protein is a carrier of nutritional value. There is such a thing as protein leverage. This is because our body demands so much food, which will provide the right amount of protein during the day. If you eat processed foods that are high in carbohydrates and low in protein, you are always hungry. Your body will tell you that you are hungry until you get enough protein. Many people who do not get enough protein are hungry all the time. The feeling of hunger disappears if you provide the body with the right amount of protein. Protein is is also a carrier of natural fat.
Białka ciągle chodzą głodni, a z drugiej strony, jeżeli mamy odpowiednią ilość białka, bo
Proteins are followed by nutritional values, vitamins, and minerals.
jest nośnikiem naturalnego tłuszczu, no to twój organizm mówi, dobra, za białkiem idą
If you eat the first protein meal, hunger stops for 6 hours.
minerały, no to głód zatrzymujemy na kolejne 6 godzin, albo na kolejne 24 godziny, jeżeli jest
Or even 24 hours if you're one meal a day and eat one meal a day.
Ja ostatnie tygodnie
I've been doing more resistance training lately and my need for protein has increased.
wzrosło. Wobec
Czujesz
tego
to,
zdecydowałem, że przed wyjściem
So I decided to eat 4 soft-boiled eggs before starting my duties.
jajka na miękko i to jest
Eggs are an incredibly valuable and ideal source of protein that provides many vitamins.
dostarcza tobie wielu witamin.
to jest, słuchajcie,
Remember, if you're low carb, hydrated, and have your stress under control,
jeżeli już jesteś w stylu niskowęglowodanowym, odpowiednio się nawadniasz, masz pod kontrolą stres, ale
but you're still hungry,
jesteś głodna,
think about whether you are not supplying your body with too little protein.
bo na przykład, nie wiem, ćwiczysz bardziej oporowo, biegasz więcej. Pamiętaj,
Remember,
głód to jest pożądanie
hunger is most likely a craving for more protein.
No i teraz białko jest ważne, ale
Protein is important,
twojemu organizmowi, co z tym białkiem
but you have to give the body a signal what to do with this protein.
który rozkłada się na aminokwasy.
You need to give the body a signal to build this protein into the muscle mass.
Białko i budowanie masy mięśniowej chociażby, po to jest to białko, ale trzeba dać sygnał, żeby to białko zostało wbudowane w masę mięśniową.
We will talk about this in the next point,
z punktów metody odchudzania,
because it is one of the elements of our weight loss method.
źródła białka.
We will now tell you what are the best sources of protein.
No to bez dwóch zdań, to już wspomnieliśmy.
We have already mentioned eggs.
Lepsze i najprostsze do...
It is the best and easiest source of protein to implement.
Ja dorzucę to szerzej, czyli generalnie źródła zwierzęce, czyli jaja, czyli nabiał, czyli mięso.
Generally,
Bardzo ważne.
animal sources are best.
Białkiem, bo
Eggs,
musicie wiedzieć, że
dairy,
aminokwasy,
meat.
czyli te takie cegiełki, z których
Meat is a
zbudowane
complete
są,
protein.
białka, są 9 aminokwasów, jest
You must know that certain amino acids necessary for functioning,
które musimy dostarczyć
we need to supply from outside.
z zewnątrz, nie dostarczysz inaczej niż
From outside.
lepiej.
You will not get these amino acids any other way. You will only get these amino acids from food.
No nie zapominajmy
Dziękujemy
też
wam
o,
zwierzaczki.
nie zapominajmy też o rybach. Ja mam takie etapy, że
9 amino acids are essential for functioning.
stekami i mięskiem generalnie.
And let's not forget about the fish.
Tak, że no, mój organizm mówi, a kurczę, mam
I have
ochotę
such
na
stages
rybkę,
that I eat
wobec
meat.
tego, no to źródło białka w
But sometimes my body demands fish.
pomysł. Jeżeli znudziło ci się jedzenie
Fish as a source of protein is a great idea if you get bored of eating meat.
Był kiedyś faktycznie.
I haven't had an egg craving for days.
Napiszcie, czy pamiętacie w ogóle. To były
You
te
eat eggs, and I'm turned off by eggs.
seriale.
nie tłumacz.
Na te głupie seriale.
So I started eating broth
I
again.
pewna rzecz mi się przypomniała. No może się tak
For
zdarzyć,
14 days, I ate eggs with asparagus every day.
jakoś do jajka mnie nie ciągnie. No ty mówisz,
Now I
że
prefer to prepare myself a sausage with cheese,
siłą mówiąc sobie od jajka. I teraz zastanawiam się dlaczego. No dlatego, że
mushrooms, and onions. I've been eating it for 3 days.
zaczynam znowu gotować rosołek. I na przykład tak jak przez 14 dni jadłem codziennie jajka.
I also eat broth and broth meat.
Od jakiegoś czasu
It's important what you said. Sometimes I hear, how long can you eat eggs for breakfast?
Z serem, z pieczarkami, z cebulą, to robię też od 2-3 dni. Dodatkowo zjeść sobie
And my question is, how long can you eat cereal for breakfast and a cheese sandwich?
z rosołku. No to mi podchodzi teraz.
Tak, ważne co powiedziałeś.
Let's not complicate. The first meal should be a source of protein and healthy fat, not carbohydrates.
Nie macie ochoty na jajka, ale już wiem.
No.
Zdarza się, że ja słyszę coś takiego. No,
You also know that breakfast is not mandatory.
o parówkach.
Parówkach.
Często, może czasami słyszę, że no to ileż to można jeść jajka na śniadanie? No to pytanie brzmi, ileż to można jeść płatki śniadaniowe na śniadanie? I to
In this way, we move on to the next point of the Rodzeń Brothers weight loss method.
Serem to jeszcze pół biedy, ale z tą szynką z indyka odtłuszczoną.
No ale to też białko.
To jest masakra.
To też białko.
This is point 4. Don't be afraid of fat.
Kupujmy śniadanie, czy ten pierwszy posiłek dnia, bo już wiecie przecież, że śniadanie nie jest obowiązkiem, powinien być
And you wanted to say something else.
białka, nie węglowodanów, tylko białka i zdrowego
We ask you, our amazing community living beautifully and independently thinking.
Tu już czwartego metody odchudzania braci Rodzeń, czyli nie bój się tłuszczu, a ty jeszcze coś masz powiedzieć. Tym razem tłustym swoim kciukiem.
Give thumbs up, subscribe to our channel.
I w związku z tym padnie teraz prośba. Prosimy Was, niesamowita
Then YouTube's
społeczność
soulless algorithms will retweet the video.
nie myśląca, walnijcie w tego kciuka, zasubskrybujcie kanał, wtedy bezduszne algorytmy podeślą ten film dalej.
Also write any comment. Write, you can live beautifully.
Jaki komentarz?
No ale dla ciebie to nie jest byle jaki, ale dla niektórych...
This is not just any comment.
Rozumiesz?
For some it is. You understand?
To prosimy, ocencie podcast, na przykład na Spotify'u, niech wieść się niesie.
We're jumping into the fat.
Skakujemy w tłuszcze.